what is creativity? And we want to take a look at it from two levels. One is at the general level, overall. How do we characterize creativity? And the second thing is in the specific. What is creativity about? In a general sense, creativity is like cleaning a fan. I have an exhaust fan, 20-inch box fan sitting in the window of my kitchen. It gives you nice ventilation and all that, but it got gunked up. I couldn't scrub it very well because my fingers are so pudgy, they won't go through the vent. And I couldn't clean off each little blade of that grill there. Well, of course not. That's the way it was invented. Okay, it was made so that nobody could stick their fingers through it. So I'm going, oh man. Now I have to pause and tell you, I got a lot of initials after my name. Okay, I mean I've got a B.A., H.D., and my family calls me Most Holy One. Okay. But with all that education, I'm stumped on how to clean a fan. So I start thinking, geez, you know, you've been teaching creativity to folks for years. Let's try some of it on yourself. Physician, heal thyself. So I said, okay, what can I do? I remembered a shoe shine boy I'd seen, you know, that kind of snapping stuff they do with their cloth. And I said, the cloth works. So I stick that through the grill and I'm polishing it. And it does. It works beautiful. But it takes 15 minutes for each one of those little cubicles. And that's not going to work. So I got Q-tips. They were fine and dandy, but they fall apart. And I'm looking around going, geez, what tool do I have that can fit into nice tight places and scrub well and still hold up? A toothbrush is exactly it. I walked into my bathroom and then I paused and I said, wait a minute. My mama did not bear no fool. I'm not using my toothbrush, you know. So, no, I used my 9-year-old son. See, he's too small to fight back, okay? And I scrubbed that sucker, and after a good 20 minutes, I had a fourth of that one grill spit polish clean. I could have served Bill and Hillary hors d'oeuvres on it, okay? At which point, my wife walked into the kitchen, and she gave me that look that only a wife can give a husband. You poor, well-meaning, demented... And she smiled at me the whole time, which I saw as a pity gift. And she took the grill in one hand and my hand in the other hand. She walked me into the bathroom. She tossed the grill in the bathtub, put a little water and Tide in there, and then she took me back to the sofa and she held my hands to make sure I didn't do anything silly. And 10 minutes later, we walked back in. She shook the grill and handed it to me spotless clean. And I'm sitting there with my credentials hanging out. And had learned a very important lesson, which is the difference between creativity and innovation. We live within a world of different tasks and settings. And the way that we make sense of it and keep our sanity is we build a little wall around ourselves, a wall of rules and premises and everything for each and every one of those tasks. And it's very hard for us to think outside that realm. I took a look at fans and said, boy, that fan's dirty. It needs to be cleaned. Cleaning means scrubbing. So I built this little wall. Real quick, I built a wall of scrubbing. And what does scrubbing entail? Now, within that wall, I had been very, very unique in my searching, haven't I? You know, I tried some real clever things. But I didn't solve the problem real well, did I? Meanwhile, Susie had jumped outside that wall. She was not constrained by the notion of scrubbing. And she ran out into the meadow where the wild things grow. All right? And there she discovered this concept called soaking. All right? Now, let's compare things. It took me 20 minutes to do a quarter of the grill, and there's 2 grills on a fan. So that's 20, what's that, 80 minutes per grill times 2. What's that, 160 minutes. Translated that into hours, it's almost 3 hours to clean the grill. She did it in 10 minutes. Now, I ask you this, which do you prefer in your own life, creativity or innovation? Yeah, when we look at the results, we go, hey, creativity for sure. But most of us are trapped in innovation. We work real hard at being clever, but we've constrained ourselves with this wall of rationality that we just aren't sure how to get over. You know how you get over the wall? You get absurd. You may get sacrilegious. You may get profane. You may just get downright silly. We'll do an example of it right here. Okay, we'll all get weird together, all right? That way there's courage to do it. Okay, I got a problem. I want to sell more oranges to the tourist that walks into my shop. How can I do it? Vicki, give me an idea. How do I get them to buy more oranges?
Give them an orange to try first.
Oh, give them a free sample. That's good. Okay. Get a little weirder. Somebody else give me one that's a little weirder.
Discount it.
Discount it. Okay.
Let them take it home
Let it take it home. You can move a lot of oranges if you give them away free, right? Okay, that's good. Now we're starting to get weird, right? Yes. No, no, no. We're unconstrained by reality. Remember, we're just trying to get outside the wall. You're not going to stay in business long that way, are you? But you're going to have a heck of a traffic pattern. All right. Okay, get weirder. Okay? Get weirder. Sell them a juicer. Okay, get weirder than that. You're still being normal here. Get weird. Give them a sales clerk. Okay? Pick out your best looking sales clerk. Doesn't matter, male or female, but pick the matchup, right? Send it home with them. Said, with this free orange that I will give you, I will also give you a sales clerk, okay, to be your entertainment for the night. All right? Now get weirder than that. Okay? Yeah, that's pretty weird, isn't it? But would you move oranges? Yes, you would. Okay? How about take a gun and point it at their head and say, you take that orange or you're a dead man. Okay? Where's your repeat business? See, you're constrained. You're trying to get back in the wall. Stay out of the wall. Get weird. Go to the meadow. Okay? And let's say they still don't take the orange. What do? Shoot the SOB. Shoot him. Kill the customer. Now, have you finally made it over the wall? Yeah, you're over the wall. Okay, you're out there in the meadow. Now, I mean, what can we do? We can ask them to buy. We can beg them to buy. We can seduce them to buy. We can give it away free. We can threaten them if they don't buy. Or if they don't buy, we can eliminate them. That's what getting over the wall feels like. At some point in there, we had one last idea that was perched on top of the wall, and all the rest of them after that are the weird ones. Okay? Your competitive advantage lies once you get outside the wall and you get weird. Okay? I seduce you. You get to take home the sales clerk, right? If you take this product. You know what we call that when we bring it back inside the wall and dress it up so it looks like a normal thing? Premiums. Premiums. That's what it is. We can't give you the sales clerk, but we'll give you something else. Okay? How about the threat? If you don't buy, you're in trouble. Big trouble. Do you know that every year Presbyterian Playboy sends incredible shock waves through the male population with a very fearsome note? If you do not buy something from Victoria's Secret catalog this month, you will cease getting a copy of the catalog. Okay? Now, you know, I'm a good husband, and I have a great time always convincing my wife, yes, I'm looking for Christmas presents for you, dear. Yes, of course. You know. And suddenly they're going to cut off my supply, aren't they? What do? I buy a handkerchief, anything, cheapest thing I can find, but I buy something, so it keeps coming. So every 2 years, Victoria's Secret has an unbelievable load of orders for the cheapest handkerchief they carry. It's all those Presbyterians out there wanting their Playboy to keep coming in, okay? How about killing the client if they don't buy?
Don't get left out.
Why are you wasting your effort on a customer that doesn't buy, and the likelihood is low that they'll buy? Drop them. Symbolically kill them. Say, you are no longer in my store as a customer. You're not buying. I'm not wasting my time on you anymore. I'm going to go to somebody who's more likely to buy. It's called switching target markets. Okay? Now, we just got weird, didn't we? But by getting weird, we triggered thoughts that will be useful to us back in reality. The act of getting creative is marvelously fun because you get to go out there and just violate every rule that's ever held you.